How's it guys, Dean Gunther here, and today I'm making a little video. It's like a review but also just a thank you post. So those of you who are not familiar with the Killerbee, that is the one. That is the old Killerbee. And I'll tell you what, I've used all the machines, all these new machines, all the pen machines, they all look the same anyway. So I thought to myself, let me try out the Killerbee. I've never tried it. Let me see how that is. I think I picked this one up for, must have been £300. And I thought to myself, yeah, I don't know, never use it. Is it going to be a good machine? It's so cheap. And I've got machines that are £1,200 laying in the drawers. And I thought, let me give it a go. And I promise you, I couldn't believe it. That is the first one. So much so that I actually own 3 of them now. And you'll see in my videos, I usually end them off with me doing the highlights. And it will be with a Killerbee. I also enjoy the Bishop Power 1, but today's video is about the Killerbee. So this is the machine. It's pretty big if you compare it to the Type F. You can see a lot bigger space, the old big motor. I think they can go up to about 20 volts or something. Not that you need it. I mean, how much volts do you really need to drive a needle into the skin? And then there was the newer ones. There's also the Bumblebee that I've tried, by the way. Amazing machine, I love it. Runs on lower volts. Then I bought another one. I think it was the Type F. What I love about this, it's actually magnetic, where the motor, the cam is, and the motor. So you just pull that off. Everything's autoclavable. You can, by just turning the screw, this is your adjustment for how far you want your needles to come out. Well, that just basically screws off. You pack the grease in there and everything's autoclavable. And like I say, very, very convenient, solid machine. If you don't know Richard Batty, you can follow him. He's the machine builder, the genius behind the machine. He's also got a very, very unique machine coming out. And I'm proud to say that I've actually got to see the prototype. I don't think it's been put or posted anywhere, but I am super excited for that machine to come out. So these machines, like I say, magnetic, they just come off the back and makes it super easy to clean. You can autoclave everything. I think he's dropped it in a quarry from a drone. Can't remember how high, and it still worked. He set the machine on fire, still works. So basically the difference with these two machines, obviously this one is quite big, the old one, compared to the Type F. So the machine, it runs on a lot higher volts. So let me tell you where the thing comes in and why I'm using these machines and why I'm talking about this today. This one, you usually run with wires, you know, foot pedal, clip cord, the whole thing. And we all know nowadays that it is more convenient to use batteries because everything's wireless. You can just, especially at conventions, instead of setting up the whole setup and wires and a nest of wires and shit tangle and rip your cups off and all that. That happened to me. Brand new sneakers, wire got hooked, and I pulled all the ink trays off on top of my shoes. Fuck. So any case, that is why it's the convenience factor. I've used batteries on this big one, but you've got to crank them up, and I feel the lowest you can kind of run them is around 12, and that's where the machine kind of only starts. That gives you an idea of how high volts this machine runs. It's absolute workhorse, smashes it in. I'm telling you now, nothing compares. I've even coils. I mean, you can almost compare it with a coil, but it still gives you super smooth shading, smashes the color in. I'm not sponsored, by the way. This is just me talking and appreciation video about the tools that I'm using. And I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't tried it. Like I say, don't knock it till you've tried it. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I've tried it and I was actually blown away. My partner Sam, she also loves it. And basically, let's get back to the point here. I'm getting sidetracked all the time. Same machine, smaller motor, and no, it's not a smaller motor. Same machine, same motor. The motor has been programmed differently so that it can run on lower volts. Obviously that costs money to do that whole program, but that allows you to use the same machine, same heat, smaller, and with batteries. I still do run out of a battery. I'm sure there's different batteries. I use the critical one. I run this one usually on 9. You can run them on even lower, 7, 8 volts if you want, where the old Killerbee won't even start up at 7, 8 volts. So that gives you an idea. Obviously the batteries will last longer. I find I use 2 of these critical batteries and they last me, I'll do a full day session, no problem. So guys, give it a try. That's the machine on 9 volts, super soft, very low vibration, and you can't go wrong with it. Honestly, this is my go-to machine. Like I say, sometimes I use another machine for this or for that. You could do everything with it all. I know a lot of people do. Like I say, it's personal preference, but I'm telling you now, for background, big magnums, anything, no problem. You'll smash it in like nothing. So that is an amazing piece of equipment. I know Richard Batty was at an Amsterdam show or something. He won first and second place for best machine at the show. And it's a really amazing piece of work. Like I said, I use it every day. And when I bought it, it was a lot cheaper, half the price than a lot of these pen machines. That's absolutely crap. They all look the same. It's all the same shit. This thing is unique, solid, very strong, durable. You can drop it, and honestly, it's super clean as well. Just because you can take everything apart, clean it, autoclave it. So guys, check it out. Richard Batty, Killerbee Machines. Go check it out. Give him a follow and order your machine. Let me know what you think about it. I'm sure you won't regret it. And that's me for my review. And thank you, Post. Have a good one. Cheers.